पे फाइट है वो तो चलती रहेगी, और हमें अपने लाइफस्टाइल में चेंजेस लाने होंगे। वो सारी चीजें पूरी दुनिया में जो भी मेडिकल फ्रेटर्निटी के लोग हैं वो जिस तरीके से गाइड करेंगे वो पूरे वर्ल्ड में फॉलो होगा। दूसरी जो प्रॉब्लम है मेरे ख्याल में जिसके बारे में आपने जिक्र किया है वो ये प्रॉब्लम है कि जो कोरोना के कारण इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम्स हुई हैं, हेलो, या क्या आप लोग उसमें कुछ हेल्प कर सकते हैं या नहीं? एम आई राइट? यही क्वेश्चन है
यस
आपका?
यस यस।
हेलो,
हेलो,
यही आपका प्रश्न है ना?
हाँ हाँ जी, कि और बीजेपी के प्लेटफॉर्म से हमें
अब
ऐसा
आप,
क्या करना चाहिए ऐसा?
हाँ, मेरे ख्याल में पहली बात तो आपको ये देखना चाहिए कि वहां जो आपके फेलो इंडियंस हैं जो उनको प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, सबसे पहले तो आप लोग मिलके उनकी हेल्प करिए। अब जैसे यूके में हमारा जो है बीजेपी यूनिट है वो रोज 150 लोगों को फूड पैकेट दे रहा है। देयर आर लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स जिनके पैसे खत्म हो गए हैं और उनको वापस जाना है और उनका जॉब खत्म हो गया, लेकिन उनका जाने के अभी फ्लाइट में टाइम है, तो हमने उन्हें फूड पैकेट दिए, कुछ लोगों को रहने में हेल्प की, जिनके पास टिकट के पैसे नहीं थे।
Oh, I think we lost Vijay ji.
Only him?
Yeah, he's back now. Vijay ji, you are back now.
या तो सबसे पहले तो आप लोगों को जो हमारे फेलो इंडियंस हैं जिनको प्रॉब्लम आ रही है आप उनकी हेल्प करिए। दिस विल बी द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग। उसके अलावा अगर आप लोग कोई इंडियन चैरिटेबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से कनेक्टेड हैं, जो लोग कोरोना से पीड़ित हुए लोगों की मदद कर रहे हैं, आप उसमें अपने इनपुट दे सकती हैं। जैसे किसी भी तरीके का, भाई अगर आपके पास रिसोर्सेज हैं और आप उन्हें पैसे दे सकती हैं, उनको दे दीजिए। किसी को आप सपोर्ट कर सकती हैं, उनको कर दीजिए। एज एन ऑफिशियल बीजेपी और ओए बीजेपी, वी आर नॉट डूइंग it from any foreign land. There are Indians have a lot of money. They have very philanthropy attitude. Tata only has donated 1,500 crores to the PM fund and made all their hotels as quarantine hotels. So that way, officially, we don't need. On your personal level, you can do whatever you like.
ओके, ठीक है सर, धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Pranita ji.
और बताइए, any other कोई और प्रश्न हो?
Vijay ji, next question is from Kishore ji. He could not join today, but I would like to ask this question on his behalf. I think maybe you have already answered this. His question was if BJP has any influence on BJP India. This was the question from Kishore ji. Hello, Vijay ji. I think we have lost Vijay ji. Hello,
I
Vijay
see
ji.
him online.
Yeah, his photo is video is stuck, Pratima ji. I think
Okay.
we have lost the connection. No, he was, I think he's trying to reconnect, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe he joins back.
Hello, Vijay ji.
Hanji.
Yes,
Hello.
we can hear you now, Vijay ji. Yes, you're back.
All
on
right.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was asking question on behalf of Kishore ji, who could not join today due to personal reasons. His question was, does OABJP have any influence on BJP India? I believe you have already answered during your speeches, but if you like to add something more on that.
No, but the question is not clear. OABJP influence means what?
On BJP India.
You see, BJP has about 20-30 wings, like their Mahila Morcha, Dalit, professionals, chartered accountants, media, all are BJP branches. So is OABJP. So, like, as a head of the family, is always available and has a participative approach towards all the family members. That is the way we have our relationship with BJP. And like if there is some policy about NRIs or OCIs or those who are gone abroad, then the Ministry of External Affairs, if they are formulating a policy, they check with us also for our inputs, if we want to give any inputs. But like, if there is a problem with the women wing, they are not going to look for our inputs. Then they will look for the inputs from Mahila Mandal. So it is like that. Now, there is sometimes a question that whether BJP can help to influence BJP something is not technically legal, or like if somebody is not entitled to a visa, can BJP organize it because just because he's a BJP guy? No, we will not do it. But if somebody has a problem and he's our very good BJP associate, volunteer, and that problem is a very technical nature, we will help. So it is a very broad question. I have tried to answer, but if there is anything in particular, say, if you ask me, then I will clear that also.
Thank you, Vijay. I think you have answered the question very well, and I hope Kishore ji gets to your answer. Thank you. We are now nearly closing to our end time, but before that, we have a couple of questions more left. I would request Rahul ji to go ahead with your question. Rahul ji, over to you.
Thank you, Vijayji, for the words of wisdom so far. I wanted to understand, is there any specific experience or learnings that you can share with us from the success that we've seen in other OFBJP chapters within Europe, uh, through which OFBJP Netherlands can further grow, and what are some 2 or 3 key learnings?
Yeah, I will give you one very recent example. In the recent elections in UK, Labour Party came out with a lot of anti-India statements and pro-Pakistan statements officially. And they did it because they wanted to get the votes from the Muslim people who are residents of UK. We immediately decided that we will go door to door, our volunteers, and tell our people why we should not vote for Labour. And you will not believe that we identified 49 constituencies. And we won in all the 49 constituencies. Labour lost everywhere. Even in those constituencies which were a stronghold of Labour Party. And to the extent that some of the people who defeated Labour Party are today ministers in UK government. And they definitely appreciated, and even the media appreciated, that Labour Party, for their vested interest, was carrying on an anti-India propaganda which was not right on facts. So this is a very recent example. Similarly, as I told you, there was a anti-India demonstration where pro-Khalistan people, and along with their help from Pakistan, they collected about 5,000 people, which you know in a foreign country is a very big number. Our people, they went and literally stopped them on the tracks. And we told media that who are these people, why they are demanding Khalistan, what is the real reason behind the agitation. And they lost the public sympathy. So even in other countries, the message is very clear that if you talk on facts and with complete transparency and give us equal chance to have a debate, then it is very good, no problem. But if you do a false propaganda, then we will not keep quiet. We will come and we will tell you that why you are not right. And that is what our purpose is. Like I said in the case of talaq, 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 or CAA, a lot of propaganda was done, which was not right. On Section 370 also. So we have to, at that time, become vocal. That is what I covered in my opening remarks. That is our responsibility. We have to meet the policy makers of that country, and by far Europe and Americans, they are by far fair people, but they have also sometimes don't have full knowledge. Our job is to bring the knowledge before them and tell them that, look, now you know all the facts. Now you decide who is right and who is wrong. That is the point.
Right, sir. Thank you. These are very good examples.
Thank you, Vijayji. Now, as we are going out of time, we are at the end of our meeting. Vijayji, with your permission, we have two more questions left. One from Pratishji and Pratimaji. So
No problem.
Yeah, so I would ask Pratishji to go ahead with your questions, and then Pratimaji, you can end up with your last question.
Hi, Vijayji, Ratish here. It's good to meet you again. Thanks for the extra time too. I'll make it very quick. You know, we all might be living in a foreign soil, but you know, our heart always follow Bharat. We are very keen to know what's happening around our country and in terms of policy, what's ahead of time. So my question is, how do you think COVID-19 is going to impact India, let's say for next 1 year as a short term?
I think COVID-19 will have a strong impact on Indian economy. With the current lockdown, the factories are closed. Even if now the markets are open, but nobody is going to the markets, people are scared because they don't know the extent of damage which may be caused in future. And a lot of jobs are lost, especially in the hospitality and tourism, travel, in restaurants, in event management, all industries related to marriage, weddings. The industry, a lot of jobs will be lost. So we will take about at least anywhere between 1 to 2 years to come back on track. And hopefully, India has always been very optimistic. And Mr. Modi has always provided very strong leadership to the country as a whole, even during these COVID times. So I am sure that we will come out sooner than others, but it will definitely take its toll. Even on the social front, the poor people, those who have lost their jobs, it is going to be a very big challenge to offer them employment. It is possible that it may, at some places, get into a social unrest. But the government is very well aware of the problem, and they are working day and night to make sure that the problem don't become more serious and we are able to come out of it.
Thank you, Vijay.
Over to you for the last question of the session today.
Thank you, Manishji. So, Mehtaji, first of all, thank you very much for all question answers, the direction, the support, the immediate availability. My question is actually answered. It was on COVID. What can we do? And I must say, our team is doing a great job in terms of information sharing and really guiding our community towards pandemic help at this stage. My questions are answered indeed. So I don't have any additional questions. I really, on behalf of our team, really want to thank you for your immediate availability. I just want to tell you also, it was Manishji's idea that, hey, why don't we invite one of our leaders? So it's kudos to the idea being realized today in such a lovely way. And over to you, Manishji.
I would just like to have a final word. I have seen that the number of volunteers, or let me put it by saying that those OFBJP associates in Netherlands, the number is very small as compared to other countries. Our yardstick is that we must have 1% of the Indians who are settled in those countries as our volunteers or members. I don't know how many Indians are there. Can anyone give me a number?
Yes, Vijayji, it's 48,000 at the moment, with a floating population about 6,000 to 7,000.
So to start with, you have a goal of having at least 500 members, because it will help two ways. Number one is that being abroad, it is a great thing to have a good networking. All our people are very well placed. So if you have more of you, you will have a better networking among all of you. And the second thing is, you will feel more confident, and you will feel that yes, our voice will matter. 500 people is really a good voice. Now, today in seminar, I understand there are about 7 to 8 participants. I would like you to immediately make efforts to organize another meeting with me for 70 to 80 people. Because what is important is that we are right. We are working in the interest of our nation, in the interest of our people. We are not pocketing any money. Nobody is paid here. I am also earning my bread and butter somewhere else. So it is a passion for our own country. But if we are a very small group, it really doesn't drive the idea home. To really have a strong voice with a lot of confidence, you must increase your numbers. So I would like to give you a challenge that by December, which is 7 months, each of you should try to contact at least 10 people. So let's say we have got 7 months or 6 months. So each of you should contact 2 persons every month, which is not a very tall order. This is the minimum. And find out and bring them into the fold. So Pratima ji, you have a challenge to organize a similar Zoom meeting with me in December for at least 50 to 100 people. And I hope all of you will accept this challenge.
Sure, Vijayji. We look
Yeah.
forward to it.
All right.
Sure, Vijayji. Thank you. Thank you very much for the direction. Yes, Pratima
Yeah.
ji gonna took this challenge as the leader from our side, and on behalf of family, I also, I mean, I'll promise you that I will next meeting with the Zoom. I will only join when we have 50 plus number. Otherwise, I will not join.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very
So-
much, Vijayji, for your time. Even though you had problem with your throat, still you took
Yeah.
out time for us and shared your views and encouraged us in order to grow, and also showed us where we are lacking and what we should do in order to excel, to support better and better way to our whole Indian community and India. So with this, I would like to ask Naidu ji to conclude and end the meeting for today. Naidu ji, over to you.
Thank you, Vijayji, and thank you everybody who have participated. Vijayji, especially very thanks to come and join us in the short notice. We have a lot of questions related to the brand and the kind of work we do, and the problems what people might face in the ground. And I'm sure with all the answers which you have given us, we'll definitely clear all the cloud in the air, and we will be able to move forward more smoothly, I would say. So thank you again for joining us in a short notice, and I hope we will be able to do these kind of calls more and more, because we definitely need your guidance, not only I mean, on a regular basis, and also our Karyakartas. It's a good boost for them as well to hear from you directly. So hope we will have more such calls in future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, Vijayji, as you are the face of BJP for us, and as Modi ji has completed 1 year for the Modi 2.0, and I know from my experience, you've always been giving us clear direction. You've always, motivated us to go in a certain way. You've also been a very good critic on if something is not going wrong. And the most important, you've always been available, and those are great signs of great leader. And on behalf of our team, I'd request everybody to give you a standing ovation to your leadership and to the BJP government leadership for thinking out so clearly for our country and our people. Thank you very much. Yeah, and
Thank you very much.
clap from us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye, Vijayji.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Pratima ji and Naidu ji.
Yeah, let's end and rejoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same. Okay, I'll ping Venki ji as well.
Mm-hmm.